Well, on YouTube was scheduled, but
now we're live.
oh well. Wait, are we?
Yes.
Wait, are we? Alright, cool. So we've got one Mercedes, two Ferrari, a Red Bull, Renault, Haas, McLaren, one Alfa Romeo, and one Toro Rosso. Two McLarens. So we've got 11 people racing. Alright, so now we just wait on the start qualifying, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
So, who do you think is going to take the win today?
I think Dan is going to take the win today. Just
Yeah.
like the last race.
Fair enough. I think Crash Vettel could go for it. They're saying that Nick seems to be quite high level, so don't put him out the run-ins. Session starts in 20 seconds. And let's go. Now we wait. Let's go for an outlap with the Ferrari.
And Adam
yellow flag.
is gone straight on.
Who?
Adam in the McLaren has gone straight on, but is continuing now.
Ah, is that what the yellow flag was for? I think we're going to see the most mistakes in this third sector.
Let's go for the first few hot laps.
And we're on board with... Oh,
another yellow flag.
What was that for?
I don't know.
Another one. Oh, the Renault with Josh was a bit out of control. Right. We'll follow Dan for this outlap, or hot lap even. So first few nice and clean. Using up as much of the track as possible. Just about keeping one tyre on the track. Well,
Oh, and Josh nearly spun.
oh,
Josh in the runner nearly spun
yeah.
at the hairpin, I think.
Blimey. Nice and clean through there. And past the actual car, 139. Yellow flag in sector 3.
Josh has lost his front wing.
Yeah. Ah, I can see. Going down as he comes up to the left corner. Cross that was 137.5. Dan cross the line with a 139.6, and Adam's just gone fastest with a 137.1. Oh, Klein goes fastest with a 135.9. And was that Dan just pulled over?
No.
Yeah, Dan moved aside and let Adam through.
Oh.
I wonder why that was. Adam's going for... Is that where he's pushing? Mercedes double stack. So it looks like the Red Bull could be at quite an advantage here at the moment. Over a second faster. Right, here we go. Let's switch Josh. Oh, and Josh has lost it
Josh
again.
spun again.
In the first sector.
After the first two corners, I think. Yes.
I think it was on the third or fourth. Yeah, he's now going through the tunnel.
And you need to turn down the game volume a bit so they can hear us better.
What?
And you need to turn your game volume down.
Is that better? Is that any better?
I don't know, I'm asking right now.
I was trying to ask if they were on the stream, they could hear it, they could have replied that.
Okay, it's better.
Yeah, I saw. All yellow flag in all sectors. No accident, no. Right, here we go for a lap with the fastest man at the moment.
Schultz is out.
He's just left the session.
Either that or he crashed.
So that's now Red Bull's just gone past Reese, I believe. Yellow flag in sector 3. No idea why. Probably because of Adam, because he's now crawling into the, or he's now going into the pits.
Mm.
1/10 slower on sector 2. Hopefully we can see somebody get a bit. So there we go. Matthias goes. Oh, Dan goes within 4/10, and there's yellow flag in sector 2. What's this then?
Lexi has
Binned
gone
it.
into the barrier. Yeah. And Josh is going straight on.
Who? Josh.
Josh in the Renault.
Ah, I saw.
Not his best track, I guess.
No, he does seem to be having a few problems. But then again, it is quite a difficult track to master, so, I mean, he hasn't even registered a lap time yet. Oh. And Matthias is entering the pit. So let's go on the rest of this lap with Kevin. Even though he's going to go into the pit. Oh, here we go. Let's watch Josh. So that is a very weird angle at the moment.
Yellow's in sector 3 for a second. Now it's gone.
Yeah, Must have been just somebody tapping a wall and going slow or something. Hopefully Josh will be able to set a lap time this time. Bear in
Yeah.
mind he's now only got 3 minutes, or just under 4 minutes, to try and get close to the 1:35.9.
But this time it's looking good, I think, for him.
So far.
Yeah.
Nothing big and no big accidents in quali yet. That was nice and fast through those last 2 turns. And we're now on board for the hot lap. Turns 1 and 2 very nicely. Into turn 3. Very clean. Turn 4. I think that's turn 4. Not really sure if that was actual turn. Turn 5 there. Nice and clean through there. Straightens it up. Opens the DRS. Turn 6. Oh, yellow flag in sector 1. Don't know why.
Nearly clipped the wall.
Who?
Josh nearly clipped the wall.
Oh yeah. Alright, coming up to the hairpin now. Nice and clean. Oh yeah, Skulls is back. Alright. This is where he's been having his problems. He's fine through there. And he's fine again through here. Looked like a tiny lock up, but not sure. I have to say this lap does look very fast, but is not the fastest, and will not be enough. As he crosses the red and white strip to go into the pits. I'm not even sure if that's legal. Oh, Dan almost lost it. He's fighting with the Williams. He's at the Williams past. Sector flat, and Toro Rosso hit the wall.
Rip. Literally just a rip.
Yeah, I just
Oh, what
saw. And Dan's now going slow. Sector 3, another yellow flag. I think that might be because of Dan
I
going
think it was
slow.
because of Dan.
Yeah. So everybody's now on their final lap as the session ends. Josh is in last. Question is, can Dan...
Just went right to the last corner.
And Adam goes fastest with a 1:35.7. How'd he pull that one out the bag? Oh, but here comes Dan around the penultimate, around the last corner, and he does not manage to improve on his lap. Which means he will be starting in third unless anybody else can put a time faster. Crash Vettel goes fifth, and I don't think we'll see any more positional changes. I think Crockrad just went ninth, or was he went ninth? I don't know. And Twan just drops the fastest lap, 1:35.6. So if I remember correct, first is we've got Twan, second we've got Adam, and third we've got Dan. I reckon it's going to be between those three.
If I'm honest, I bet there will be a massive pile-up in turn 1.
So do I. 100%. There has to be.
If you look at Silverstone, then...
And this is a street track, so everybody's going to be a lot closer together than at Silverstone. I think if nothing happens on lap 1, nothing's going to happen. Although we both know that's not going to be the case and something is going to happen.
And it's raining, I think.
Oh shoot, yeah.
Spicy.
This could be interesting. Here you go, formation lap. I
And it's raining.
What tyres are on the intermediates? Yep, they're on the inters. Okay, so on the first row we have Twan and Adam. The second row we have Dan and Matthias.
And Josh spun on the formation lap.
Oh, has he? Oh,
Yes.
Right, where was I? Third row we have Crash Vettel and Nick. Fourth row we have Reese and Kevin. Ninth row we have Comrade and Schultz. And on the sixth row we have Lexi and Josh. It's going to be interesting.
And Kevin also bottled it on the formation lap. Nearly went straight on. The Toro Rosso of Kevin.
Oh shit. Whoops. I think the front three are going to get away fine. And the pile-up will happen behind them. Now we're going to have a 12-car pile-up, all of them retire. Imagine. Alright, as we come up to reform the grid.
Oh.
Yellow flag.
Yeah, Lexi, Schultz and Kevin did some contact. Also, Schultz and Kevin had some contact, and Lexi nearly went straight on. Schultz also had a spin.
Toro Rosso. No. Wait, where's the Haas?
Yes, the Haas
Oh, he's on the
at
grid.
the spin.
Yeah, I think he just moved himself to the grid. And everybody's on the grid.
So let's see what will happen.
Yes. Alright. 5 red lights. And we're away for the Singapore Grand Prix. Toro Rosso making a good move here. Let's see if anything happens. Mercedes trying it on the outside of the Williams, and they have made contact. Ferrari making contact with the Mercedes. The Williams actually gaining a place there, surprisingly. Josh made a move on the Toro Rosso. Oh, and the Red
Twan is
Bull
in the
just
wall.
slammed it into the wall. Oh, there's a big crash. The McLaren's in the wall. And so Adam inherits the lead, but he's being challenged by Dan down the inside. Dan makes an astonishing move into first, but can he hold on to it into this next affair? He does, and Adam almost squeezes the Williams into the wall there. And the Williams moves down the inside, but then makes contact with the McLaren as they straighten out. Adam regains P2.
And Josh is in the wall. Again, he
Oh,
made some
really?
contact with the wall.
The Williams has now fallen back into the Mercedes. And Dan goes wide and Adam gets ahead. Williams then hits the side pod of Dan, but he keeps second. Josh has a
And
fudge.
Josh.
Oh, there we go. That's
And
the big pile up. Adam hits the wall, and 3 or 4 cars end up hitting each other. Wing damage for Adam. Dan is back in the lead.
Josh.
Matthias in second, and Crash Vettel in third. I think Dan has wing damage after whacking. Yep, Dan has wing damage. As he goes straight on there. He has to cut the corner. That surely will be a penalty as he pulls into the pits.
The Williams is leading.
Yeah,
In front of
inherited
Vettel and
lead
Scholz.
though. And Scholz is in third. That is a shock.
But
And
went
now-
straight on. And white.
This race may be a little bit more unpredictable for the winners, I thought. I think the weather conditions have thrown everybody off a bit. Because I don't think any of them will have practiced for the event of if there is rain. As Mercedes just taps the gearbox of the Williams. Uses a little bit more curb and should try and get past, but can't, and drops back into the slipstream to try and next
And
one.
Nick got a time penalty for corner cutting.
And Twan is now on the back of the Mercedes. This is interesting for the lead at the moment, as we now have 5 cars within 2 seconds of each other, and there's a yellow flag in sector 2.
It's
Oh,
Dan.
virtual safety car.
Dan has spun and lost his front wing.
Again? He's lost his front wing again?
Yes, he went into the wall and spun.
Oh,
And virtual
so now we
safety
have a
cars out.
VSC. Interesting. Lap 2 and we have a VSC. Williams setting the fastest lap again. Sector yellow flag in sector 1 Sectors 1 and 3? Just Sector 3? Oh, both again. Sector 1?
Kevin and yes, Kevin has spawned.
Ah, yeah, I see. As Reese has gone to the pits for the second time this race.
And Kevin is in the
Ooh.
wall again.
Crash Vettel just went wide and almost lost position, but Twan also went wide, so he managed to keep the position. And Dan is in the pits again. As the Williams is extending their lead. There we go, we have Lex putting pressure on Kevin. I think it's fairly safe to say now it is a battle between the top maybe 4 to decide the winner of this race.
Mm-hmm.
Yellow flag in sector 3. Twan has successfully overtaken the Mercedes now. And they're now 4 seconds behind the leader. Oh, and Crash Vettel loses grip but manages to keep it straight, however loses the position to the Haas. And Lexi has pitted already on lap 4.
Nick the fastest lap.
Yeah, blimey, he's making some progress. I don't think he'll be challenging for the win though. Sector 2, yellow flag. And Josh is in the wall. Disaster for him. Oh, I think Nick was in the wall. As he's now going slow. Yeah, he's lost some of his front wing.
Kevin also has lost it at the hairpin.
Oh.
And the DRS is activated, so the rain has stopped.
So I reckon, yep, as I thought. And I'm going to be going into the pits for the dries. My guess would be the mediums at this time. Yeah, I think they're going for medium. The yellow tie's the medium, innit?
Yes.
I think most drivers have gone for the medium tyres. I can imagine some of the boys lower down the grid might try the softs, or maybe even the hards to try and catch up a bit.
The Toros of Kevin, of Kevin is going on softs.
Interesting.
Going out on some.
And Nick has a 5-second time penalty for speeding in the pit lane.
Adam has gone on hards.
That's the sort of move I'd expect. I'm starting
raced
to
on
think.
mediums. Nick on mediums and Ferrari double stacked, but failed
Ooh,
massively, as Dan had to wait.
they're going to be having a word with Benotto there, or whatever you say his name.
Nick gets another 5-second penalty for crossing the white line.
He's going to be disqualified soon.
Well, if he keeps continuing, then yes.
I'm surprised nobody's retired
And
yet.
Dan spun.
Really?
Yes.
Oh, yellow flags.
Yes, spun at the start finish straight.
Ooh,
And
Josh.
clipped the wall, I think.
I think it might be time for Josh to throw the hat in. And Matthias goes fastest with 1:45.3. Crashfeld goes fast with a 1:45.199. Not really much going on now. Cars are spread out a bit. Adam fastest 1:43.1. Ooh, that is odd. I will say, it's on the right tyres for me.
Well, it says Schultz is on mediums, but it shows me that he is on inters.
That's odd. I will say,
Juan goes fastest with a 1:42, I think.
nice. I think Dan was unlucky to be taken out as Nick goes fastest with a 1:42.0. I think Dan got very unlucky that Adam hit the wall in front of him and he had no chance to react. He was just a passenger. I'm also surprised that didn't end his race. Oh, Twan's getting close. 5 seconds, so he's in the DRS now. The only driver to have DRS at current. And
Mika
Nick has a
got another
3-second time
3 second
penalty.
time penalty.
Multiple warnings, but it didn't say what for. I'm assuming corner cutting. So Nick's been a bit of a bad boy this race. Adam goes fastest. So currently it's looking like Dan is not going to score any points at all. As he goes fastest with a 1:41.1. Sector 2, yellow flag. Don't know why. Josh has wing damage, so I think that's what the yellow flag was.
Adam and Kevin have a battle right now. They're side by side.
Oh, the Alfa Romeo was in the wall. Wing damage. Oh, that is a nice battle. Almost Carlos Sainz did it and didn't show any of it. Antoine's made a move for the lead. And he's made it stick. It's a very good side-by-side battle here. As Adam goes down the inside. Ooh, and Kevin tries to switch back, but it just doesn't quite work. So instead he goes for the slipstream to try into the next corner, down the inside. And he doesn't quite make it. And has to settle for 7th. That was a very good battle. But Adam made it stick. I was going to say, I thought something was happening when I saw those two quads together. Now Nick is closing in on Reese, which could be interesting. Kevin has a 5-second time penalty for speeding in the pits. I think with penalties, Nick, I think, will be out of the points. I don't know how many penalties he got.
And Reese is in a wall.
Reese, you twat, mate.
Reese has pinned it.
Oh, so's
As
Nick.
well as Nick.
I think Nick. Yeah, Nick's just hit the wall twice, and Toro Rosso takes avoiding action there as Reese pulls onto the track dangerously. Nick's race almost ended there as he hit the wall trying to reach. Oh, have they hit again? No.
I got kicked out of the session.
Really?
Yes.
Reese has retired as there's a yellow flag in Sector 2.
Wow. I just got fucking kicked out of the session.
Try rejoin. Should let you rejoin from the invite.
I think the invite has expired because the information thing shows me nothing.
You can always try.
I try joining
Yellow
right now.
flag in Sector 1. There you go, you're in. I
Great.
think Lex hit the wall there. Yep.
Back in. Is the what I missed?
Oh, Sector flag in yellow.
Adam who,
Sector flag in yellow.
I think it was
3.
Adam who Adam has got front wing damage.
Oh. Could I actually just say Sector flag in yellow 3? I am the dumbest smart man alive. Matthias is closing in on Twan again. Yeah, Adam's in the pits. Dan is now back up to 7th. He's within about 6 seconds of Kevin. And Lex is now in the pits. Gap's down to 4.5 tenths. Going back up to around 5 here.
I lost infected.
You what?
It's Josh.
No.
And he's in the wall again.
Not looking good for him.
Poor Josh.
Is he the Sector 2 yellow flag then, yeah?
Yes.
I think he should just retire, in all honesty. And he gets the 3-second time penalty. So Reese has just come out and said he'd like to publicly announce his stupidity and like to apologise to Nick for being a mong. Oh, here we go, this gap is getting smaller and smaller. Dan and Adam are right close to each other. How's that going?
And there's a battle for the lead. Williams and Red Bull are having a
Yeah.
battle for the
Oh,
lead
there we
right
go.
now.
The Williams got through. Oh, no. Ooh.
No. And someone spun. And Schultz is in the wall.
Who?
Schultz.
Oh, I just saw. Not good.
Oh, Adam lost it. And he's in the wall. Just before the last corner.
Who?
Adam.
Ooh. There you go, he's into the pits.
Adam is closing up on Nick
Yeah.
right now. Adam
Ooh.
closing up on Nick.
Yeah. I've now switched to their camera. So no really big crashes as such have happened. They've all been self-inflicted on people, really. Oh, sector flag in yellow too. I just said it again. Go home, you're drunk. Ooh, very wide into the main straight there. Right, I'm gonna get it right next time there's a yellow flag. So we've managed to agree to get Reese in for a post-race interview afterwards. exclusive for the Singapore Grand Prix.
And Josh spun again.
Really?
Yes.
Skulls has just got P3, and there was just a change in the lead momentarily.
Oh, and Nick cuts the corner.
Again?
Yes. Oh, and I think Adam has clipped the wall. Just before it happened.
And no, he's not got damage by the look of it. However, Nick is missing an end plate.
Yellow flag in sector 1. It's Josh. No wonder.
Can we just say crashed Josh in sector 1 instead of a yellow flag? Because, I mean, it's the same thing at this point.
Yeah.
Yeah, so Nick has wing damage, but Adam doesn't by the look of it. I can't quite get a clear view of his wing.
No, he doesn't.
Thank you for the confirmation. Sector 1, yellow
I
flag.
guess Josh.
Again?
No, it isn't Josh.
No,
No.
I don't know who it was.
Nick and Adam have a nice battle right now.
Also, did you notice I actually said it right this time? There we go, Adam got past.
And there's been contact.
How does Adam keep
Nick
that
went
under
into
control?
the back of Adam.
How did Adam keep that in control?
Guess who has lost it?
Josh.
Yes.
And he's not moving. Oh, now he is, never mind. Ooh. How is he not retired?
It's fucking incredible.
There's been another accident. Well, there was, it's not that. Oh. Matthias is now 10 seconds in the lead. I think Twan had an accident. Yeah, he's missing an end plate. Oh, Kevin's quite close to Crash Vettel at the moment. Is he going to try it?
Crash Vettel is driving as an AI, it seems like.
Really?
On my screen it says Crash Vettel AI.
It doesn't for me. Can't believe he missed an overtake in the pits for the lead because Twan penalty. Oh, is that what it was? And Kevin got past Crash Vettel. Sector 2 and 3, yellow flag.
And it isn't Josh.
No, I can't see who it was. Matthias goes fastest.
And Nick gets another 3-second time penalty.
How is he not disqualified?
Paid the FIA, maybe?
Probably. Oh, I mean, I wouldn't be surprised, you know. I mean, he's in Ferrari. And we all know FIA is Ferrari International Association. So, you know.
Maybe that's why he picked the Ferrari.
Exactly.
Oh,
Sector 1.
Lexi has lost it and hits the wall.
However,
And Josh
VSC.
DNF'd! Josh is in the wall!
Ooh, that's a bad one. How's that not a full-on safety car? I wouldn't call out VSC for this. I'd call out the full safety car.
I think Nick, before Josh ghosted, Nick went into the back of him, I think. But at that moment, Josh was already out. So I think, yeah, it wasn't Nick's fault. Maybe Josh lost it on his own.
Good news is now everybody that finishes will be receiving points.
Even Nick.
Even
if
Nick.
He does get disqualified.
Unless he gets disqualified. If they get disqualified or DNF, they normally lose points.
No, if Nick gets disqualified, he will be dead last.
Good point, but
Which would then mean that Josh would get the point.
No, if you DNF, you can't get the points.
Well,
I feel sorry for Josh, you know. He tried. He had a fairly
at least
decent-
you've tried.
I mean, if that would
We
have
have
been
to
me,
give
I
him a
would have
cake
given
someday.
up.
We have to give him a cake someday. We just write down, at least you've tried.
So, I've just been told to tell you you're amazing by Morgan. He says, love Morgan. I think you've got a new love interest, mate.
Love you, Morgan.
Hey. He smiled. Yeah, so like I said, after the race we will have Reese in here to discuss his DNF in 9 laps time. We're not sure, Morgan. He's had a lot of penalties though. Like, if we just go and have a look at the race director incidents, right, we'll see. Right. 1, 2, 3, 4. 5. So, we've just heard from Josh. Apparently he would have had a podium, but the wall touched his front left. Morgan, incidents, or is that penalties? Actually, that's a point. I know how we can check if Nick punted. Pe- uh, um, I can confirm Nick did not hit Josh into the wall. There you go. Josh has just said he drove in himself. And Mr. Penalties heads into the pits. So I'm now going to go count his race director instance. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. 14 instance. Is there a sector flag in yellow too? Not currently, as Adam goes fastest. I'm being shouted at by Morgan here. Oh, Nick loses it slightly coming out the pits. Let's join on board with Dan.
And Nick spun. Mr. Penalty has spun and lost a bit of his front wing, I think.
Who? Nick?
Yes.
Oh, we can't say when there's a sector flag in yellow too that it's Josh anymore. Did you know the names of the Tesla vehicles on the Tesla spell out sexy S3XY Cybertruck? I don't think they do. Oh wow, he's not wrong. Wow, Morgan, I'm sorry I didn't believe you.
And then those dives down the inside of Nick. Kevin, sorry.
Yeah, I just saw. luckily I was on Dan's screen, so I saw it. Or at least people watching did. The 7 people watching. Crash Vettel has left the session, so now he will be in AI. Apparently you need to speak more, according to Morgan.
I think at this moment we both don't know what to say right now.
It's just kind of boring. Like,
Well, since Josh has retired,
we've just got
and
nothing to do.
Nick doesn't get any penalties, it
And
got kind of boring.
And there's no yellow flags for me to mess up. Talk about, alright, it's lovely weather, isn't it? You know, nice and dark underneath the Singapore lights. Yeah, nice and clear and dark. I wonder how warm it is. I'd imagine it's fairly warm. Pirelli Colour Edition. So, can you give us a recap of the race so far?
At the start of the race there was a bit of rain and some good battles were there between Nick and Kevin and the Williams and Red Bull of Twan, and
there was the three-way battle between Adam, Dan, four-way between Adam, Dan, Twan and Matthias.
And Vincent loves to mess up yellow flags.
And we love to talk about Josh spinning. That's what we've learned from today's race so far.
And Nick loves to get penalties.
Yeah. As the Alfa Romeo now enters the third lap, third to last lap. I don't know, Morgan, I think you've been replaced as the spinner. Josh said we are welcome for the fantastic amusement. Don't talk about people trying to steal my job, honestly. Oh, and
Oh,
Josh.
yellow flags.
Oh,
Kevin's in the
yellow
wall before the
flag.
tunnel.
Josh has just come out as a Vettel fan. I'm going to invite Reese to get his. Oh, I've suggested him for you to invite, please.
Yes.
What do you mean, Morgan? What do you mean it's hard to support such a terrible driver with Vettel? I'm a Kubica supporter, mate. Nah, I'm not, don't worry. Don't support Kubica. Yes, Reese, if you want to join now, we're kind of bored of the race, so we will interview you now.
Good evening.
So, welcome, Reese. You had a bit of a shocker today. Can you talk us through what happened?
Thank you. So the first lap, I crashed into Nick in the fifth corner, which became a recurring theme. And what happened? I spun into the wall, ended up last, which was fun. And then someone else spun in front of me, and then it's lap 8 or 9. I'm cruising around, see Nick behind me, and I'm terrified basically. So he's like 2.5 seconds behind. I am terrified, right? So what I do, I brake way too late into turn 5, go straight into the wall, forget he's going to be there, reverse straight into him, and it doesn't really end well for me. So, standard. I basically did better at Monza to Stroll.
Oh, and Dan has just spun
Oh, decent.
over the bridge.
Oh, yes, as well. Ooh. Just watch that out.
That was quite bad.
Wasn't good. Yeah, and then I decided to not brake going into one of the fast corners, so I just died. Yeah.
Fair enough. So, what have you learnt from this race?
To brake when I'm supposed to brake, and not get scared by Nick.
So, are you confident going into the next race that you can not retire?
Hang on, where is the next race?
I don't know.
I'm gonna check. The next race is Austria. Oh yeah, we're in Austria. Easy.
Yeah.
Came second there last season in the F2 race.
So do you reckon you can produce a result next week?
Let me think. Is there anywhere I can spin? Yes, but I won't spin, so it's all good because I don't spin Austria. Is there anyone I can crash into? No, because I'm slow. No, we're good.
Do you think you will be contending for podiums anytime soon?
Maybe in Austria, we'll see. Depends how lucky I get with crashes. And then Belgium's after that. I'll probably win Belgium, because you know, I'm good there. Mexico, easy circuit. Brazil, easy. Abu Dhabi, easy. Mate, I'm going to win the championship, basically, that's what I'm saying.
It doesn't sound likely.
I think you were doubting me here, and I don't like that.
I mean, before today's race, we predicted that Dan would go on to win, whereas now Dan is not going to be on the podium.
Yeah, but he's consistent enough for himself, isn't he?
I mean, P5.
Yeah, he's consistent, so he's probably going to end up winning the thing. Matthias is a shout. Who else was it? Twan, he's quick, but he's
Matthias is going to win unless he has a stinker of an accident. Scholes second unless he has a stinker. Crockrad third unless he has a stinker. Basically, everybody's where they are now unless they have a stinker. Or somebody else has a stinker.
Not Dan. Nick's going to have about 46 seconds worth of penalties again.
He has about 25, I think.
I reckon. Could we see Matthias win the championship, maybe? Seems when he spins it now.
Here we go. And across the line. Ooh, he doesn't. And into the wall.
Oh,
There we go.
chicken.
And Nick crosses the line in last after his penalties. So Lexi did just enough to keep themselves
Nick
in
responded
ninth.
to my apology. No, he hasn't yet. I can't wait for that.
Scholes is now across the line in second.
Oh, no.
Crad goes across in third. And Adam sets the fastest lap as he crosses the line.
Good on him. Did I nearly crash into Adam? I think I might have done.
Well, Adam's your teammate.
I'm trying to remember. It wasn't a good one.
It was a stinker for everybody, to be fair. I don't think anybody except Matthias and maybe Hype avoided the accident.
I mean,
Try
I
and
did
cross
miss
the line
the
in
start.
P4.
I forgot to release my clutch.
You're a twat.
I was shaking and everything.
Dan comes across the line to take home 5th place.
Kevin's coming. Oh, where's Nick? I wanna see him react to my apology. So bad.
Nick has crossed the line and left the session.
Yeah, I'm waiting for him to come in the group chat.
I think the biggest winner here is everybody who listened to the stream.
Yeah, because he did a lot of talking.
Mm. So here we go, it's Matthias takes the top step of the podium.
I mean, it was fun while it lasted for me. I mean, I was having fun cruising around, and then I saw Nick behind me. And then
Yeah.
so get out of it.
I don't think the teams on the podium are quite realistic to current day.
Don't know what you're talking about.
DSQ, that's not possible. Personally, I think Nick should have had the DSQ.
Yeah, personally, I think penalties, yes. Oh yeah, if I stuck it out like another 2 laps on Inters with orange wing damage, I would have been fine. But I didn't. Thank you for having me, guys. I've enjoyed
That's
this
alright.
interview.
Thank you for coming for this post-race interview.
It's a pleasure. I'm still waiting to see Nick's reaction.
Alright, so that is all. Join us next week for the race around Austria, apparently. I've been informed. Right.
Have fun.
Hope everybody enjoyed this. And we'll see you all next week. Goodbye, have a beautiful time.